Welcome to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home to Marquette University, where students can study and play in the heart of a dynamic city. To keep up with their booming population, the university is building more student housing, and they're doing it faster with the help of two innovative companies, USG and Tremco. USG is a long-standing player in the commercial construction world, with the goal of making high-performance products that make better buildings. The experts at USG and Tremco realize they can save contractors time and money by combining two of their existing products. So what happens when you combine these two systems? You get Securock ExoAir 430.
USG is an expert at developing glass mat sheathing products for the exterior of a building. Tremco is expert at developing liquid applied membranes for the air-water barrier system.
Securock ExoAir 430 is a non-combustible, glass mat-faced, moisture and mold-resistant gypsum panel with a factory-applied membrane. It maximizes the control of air and water into a building.
Essentially, an air barrier is just a jacket for your building, right? So it's the inner structure of your jacket, because you don't visually see it. It goes on that backup wall, it gets covered with insulation and your exterior facade. This is the Securock ExoAir 430 panel. Tremco manufactured this orange membrane. We took a fluid that Tremco already manufactured, we took the board that USG already manufactured, and we just changed where it was made. So we made it in a factory setting at a controlled thickness.
We combined those two ideas into one integrated system, which is now our Securock ExoAir 430. It's about keeping the weather outside the building and the energy inside the building, but it gives our contractor customers a great solution to simplify and speed up the construction process.
By combining the two at the factory, they're changing the way contractors build while also speeding up the construction process.
The reduction or the availability of skilled labor, that's a big issue right now. So we need to create products and solutions and systems that are really easier to install. Securock ExoAir 430 is a great example of that. We're taking two steps, putting them together in a factory installed environment and essentially eliminating a step in the field.
USG and Tremco are making energy efficient, healthier buildings in less time.
The market is looking for solutions that give them the ability to do things faster, do things simpler, and do things with less waste. So from a sustainability, from an energy conservation standpoint, we feel this product delivers to the market what they're asking for.
Research shows that about 20% of all the energy we use as a population goes into commercial buildings. So there's a huge opportunity to reduce our energy load that are going into commercial buildings.
When you look at why we install air barriers, it's for energy, right? So if air can get in, that means cold air can get in and we have to keep heating the building, or hot air can get in and we have to keep cooling it. Our HVAC systems are working harder and harder and harder, and we're spending money not only on energy bills, but on the replacement of that equipment. Another thing is moisture. Air can transfer in moisture in the form of vapor very easily. It takes a ride with that air and gets inside a building and causes moisture-related damage. And that's another huge factor why you want to install an air barrier.
Research and development go hand in hand with testing. At both USG and Tremco, they take testing to the extreme.
At Tremco and with USG, in facilities like we are at today, we can test for tensile strength, elongation. We can do job-specific testing too. What's great is we've done so much performance testing on this before the product was even launched that so many times I'll be talking with a design professional, they're like, well, did you test that? And I'm like, we did. So what we want to do is bring that confidence to the end user. We're in a lab space today where we have optical microscopes as well as electronic microscopes. They're really important for us in this project as well because we want to be able to get on the microscopic level to understand that consistency of our membrane and the role that it plays.
Today you're going to see a job up in Milwaukee at Marquette University, and it's a great example of how we provided an innovative product and allowed our contractors to finish a high quality job in a much shorter time frame.
Hi, my name is Todd Morosky, and I am a sales development manager with USG, and we are at the new student housing project at Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're here with Dan Weiss of Findorf. He's a project manager on this project at Marquette University. Dan, what are we doing here? Where are we?
Right now we're on the 5th floor of the 9-story L building, and we're setting prefabricated wall panels using the Securock ExoAir product.
And how's the install going?
It's going good. We're on day 3 of 5 right now on the 5th floor, and we're on schedule to finish on day 5. As a construction manager, there are many benefits to using the USG ExoAir product. One being that we can prefabricate wall panels, which ultimately reduces the time that our guys are going to be on the floor setting wall panels versus actually framing on the walls. Another benefit is the USG ExoAir product having a pre-applied air and vapor barrier. We don't have to have someone come out and spray every piece of board in an urban environment. So with prefabricating these wall panels, we can get the walls set faster, which are going to let the glass go in quicker, which is going to let the drywall go on quicker. Just kind of the whole ripple effect that ultimately gets the students to move in sooner. And it's really helped increase productivity on the entire schedule and ultimately getting done with the schedule quicker.
I'm actually a Marquette University alum, and I'm very excited that they're using Securock ExoAir here on this student housing project because it's going to provide a very high-performing building for many years to come. Our system is revolutionizing and disrupting the air-water barrier industry, and it's great to see customers like Marquette University and Findorf taking advantage of that system and technology.
We know it's going to save not only materials, time, but also waste at a job site. So we know this product is hitting on some of those key sustainability needs that our customers are asking for.
And the research shows that buildings in this country sometimes will have to be in service for 50, 100 years. And you might replace your floor covering or your HVAC system every 15 to 20 years. You're not going to replace your building envelope. It's got to last for the life of the building, which is not decades, it could be as much as a century.
We're that partner. We want to be there as a resource for our customers and be able to provide everything that they need to provide that better building, and that's what our goal is. We want to build better buildings together.
Thank you very much for joining us today at the USG Research Facility and the Marquette University job site. I hope you learned a lot. We'll see you next time.